So hello guys, my name is Abdullah and in this tutorial I will tell you how to exploit a vulnerable machine using Metasploit. Metasploit is a framework it is a tool in Kali Linux that is used for finding the vulnerabilities and exploiting the vulnerabilities as well. So we will use Metasploit tool, and our target will be a vulnerable machine which is on VulnHub platform. The name of the machine is this DC-01. Here we go. I just start the machine. We will use Kali Linux for the attack environment, and DC-01 is available on VulnHub platform. You can download it. The download is, I believe, zip file. So you need to extract it, and I will highly recommend to use 7-zip. I can show you. Yeah, this is DC-01. Just extract it from 7-zip. You need to install 7-zip as well if you don't have. Just click on extract here and it will extract, and you will get an OWA file. Just add that OWA file in a virtual box, and here just click on show. It's starting right now. I will show my Kali Linux environment. Here we go. It's my Kali Linux environment. I open the terminal, and first thing I need is to find my IP of Kali Linux. My Kali Linux is on 192.168.100.27, and I need to find the IP of my vulnerable machine, DC machine. Yeah, it's the surface of DC-01 will just stop here, and we don't have credentials. Incorrect. So our target is to penetrate into this machine by using msfconsole. Msfconsole is just you can say a tool in Metasploit that is used for exploiting the vulnerabilities. So my Kali is on 192.168.100.27's network. So I will find the IP of my DC machine by command. There are multiple methods, but I will use net discover. Yeah, net discover 192.168.100. So just make sure your starting 3 octets you type here, and since I am on 24th mask, here's my subnet mask. So just leave the last octet. You can type 0 here as well, but I will recommend to leave it. Just press enter. I need to be root. It will start scanning the whole IP address in my network, and here is the result come 192.32. System Technique. So System Technique is a Mac vendor for Oracle VirtualBox. Like System Technique assigns the IP address. You can say that probably this will gonna be my DC IP. We can just confirm that by typing this IP in any of the browser 192.168.32. If we land on a platform, yeah. So it says welcome to Drupal website, Drupal site. So it's mean that my target's IP is 192.168.100.32. Okay. So now, since we identify the target's website, we will just perform a basic nmap scan. Not basic. I think we need to perform aggressive scan. Aggressive scans take times, but it will display all the result of nmap at once. So yeah, it will take some time. I can just pause the video and fast forward it, or we can carry. And since it's taking time, I will share some notes as well after the video is being, yeah, it's compiled. Okay, so it says port 22 is open, 80 port is open, 111 is open, SSH is open, 80 is open. So we will use this port 80. HTTP is running, and we have already seen that like this service is running on HTTP. It's not secure means it's running on port 80. Port 80 is unsecure, and it's a Drupal site we have already viewed from browser. And here we go. Welcome to Drupal sites, and it's Drupal 7. The version of Drupal is Drupal 7, and Drupal 7 is a vulnerable version. So we can just now start our MSF console Metasploit Metasploit tool. Just to add one more thing, that MSF console is a command line tool of command line framework of Metasploit. There is another GUI based framework of Metasploit, which is Armitage. So you can use Armitage as well, but I will, for this tutorial, I will prefer MSF console for exploiting this vulnerabilities in 7 version of Drupal. What we will do is we will find the vulnerabilities related to version 7 of Drupal in MSF console. We can also find an exploit database of Kali, but since we will using MSF console, so I will try to find in that. Okay, so our MSF console has been loaded successfully. This is the view of MSF console. You can just clear our terminal. Perfect. So I will now search Drupal, since we are exploiting a Drupal website. There we go. These are all the exploits. Like from 0 to 25, these are all the exploits, and we will use excellent categories exploit. We can use Drupal this one, we can use this one. It's not recommend to use these one. It's always recommend to use the excellent one or a good one. Right now we will use Drupal get on 2, which is on number 1. So I can use one command. No payload configured, default payload will be configured. Okay, after that we can type the command options. So it will specify what are the options, like these are all the options available. Dump output, no, not right now. Proxies, rport, rhost. Right now we can just set our remote host, which is rhost. Achha. What command we need to put here on remote host will be our 192.168.100.32. So basically rhost stands for remote host, and there is another abbreviation called lhost, which is local host. Local host will be our Kali environment, like our Kali's IP, which is I guess on 27, right? And our host will be our machine DC-01 machine's IP. Yeah, 27. So our local host will be 27, and our R host will be the IP of machine which we want to exploit. Perfect. And just after that we will type the command run to run the exploit, and let's see, can we get a shell or not. It says started reverse TCP handler. We are trying to get a reverse shell. Here we go. Reverse shell. From reverse shell means the attacker will create a shell to the target, to the attacker's machine, which is 27 machine. Here we go. Metasploit session 1 open means the session has been created successful. There we go, from 27 to 32. And right now we are in the Metasploit shell. Perfect. So I can type the command who am I, but actually I can't. Who am I? We just type sysinfo here. Okay, there we go. We are DC-01 It says after typing sysinfo we are DC-01, perfect. And after that we can type the command shell to get into the environment where we can run our basic commands of Linux, like who am I, we can run this, I am www data. But you can see that the view of shell is not feasible to us. So what we can do is that we can come into putty shell, which is a Python shell. Let me type where Python, or which Python command to locate the Python. Python is available in user bin Python, so we can just copy and paste the command. By the way, I will provide this whole document to you as well. Yeah, here is the command. You can just paste that command in the shell to get an interactive shell, a much better shell. Python -c import pty/pt.spawn bin bash, which is the path. Here we go. Here, now you can see that the shell is much better. It tells the current working directory, which is var www who am I am www/data, and we can type ls. Right now, after the exploitation phase, what we need to do is we need to gain the root privileges, and we need to gain the high privileges. After doing ls, let's see, can we get something? Yeah, here we go, flag1.txt. Let me just get this. Cat is used to view the text which is available which is presented in .txt file. It says every good CMS needs a config file, and so do you. So as we know that we are running a CMS. CMS is just a supporter, you can say that, which is used for creating website. This is a CMS. Drupal is a CMS. Every good CMS need a config file, and so do you. So we need to get config file. It's just very simple. Where can we look at config file? Just search it on Google where, and we get config files in. Okay, so those who don't know, the config files are situated in this folder, sites. So we need to go there, cd sites ls default cd, go to cd default. Let's see what's here. Settings.php. It's a PHP file. Yeah, it says some information. Let's just jump to start of from where this is starting. Flag 2. I got a flag 2 which says brute force and dictionary attacks are not the only way to gain access, and you will need access. What can you do with these credentials? And these are the database credentials I got, like username, dbbuster, and password. From here I get, and let's start it. Okay, so we got a credentials of database, but right now we will try to avoid it. Let's just go to home directory, and let's see what's here. Okay, so we have flag 4 here. It's a directory. We need to cd 4. It's a cat text.txt file, so we'll just open it in by cat search file directory. It's cat. It's cat flag4.txt, and it says, can you use this same method to find or access the flag in root? So this means that we find the flag 4, we find the flag 1, we find flag 2. And obviously flag 3 doesn't mean very much because we have already got the flag 4. The useful information is that can you use the same method to find or access the flag in root. It means we need to get the root access, and I we have know the technique. There's a technique of from GTFO pins which is to get the root privileges. A very useful techniques. Let's say, can we use this here or not? We need a shell, a root shell. It can be used to break out from a restricted environment by spawning an interactive shell. Right now we are in a restricted environment. We are not in root, so we will use the find method here. Find what is it can be used to break out from a restricted environments by spawning an interactive system shell. So by using this command it will spawn a shell, and that shell is really helpful for gaining the root privileges. And what is the method is, and what is the command is like find dot what is dot file write. It writes data to file. It may be used to do privileges write or write file outside a separate file system. Data is a format string. So okay, so we need to create a file, a string file in our Kali. We get the access of our DC-01 machine. Let's just go again to home. Yes, dot dot. Okay. Okay, so right now there's a temp folder. We can create a temporary file in temp folder by the help of touch command. Touch is used to create a text file which was specified by GTFO pins, like it says write data to file. Write means we need to create a text file only. So the file name will be ABC. Let's see, we got ABC file. So what's the method? File to write. L file means file to write, which is in our case is ABC. Okay, so we need to just copy this command, find, and dot dot means the name of the file, and just paste it. Can you get? Who am I? I'm root. Okay, so it's not necessary to mention the file name. Like just this command is enough to get a root access. Let me see this. Can I go to root directly? Yeah, there's a root folder. Can we get here? Perfect. Okay, so we get the root privileges. It's already says that I am a root user, and we got a final flag. Let's just open this by cat. Well done. Hopefully you have enjoyed this and learned some new skills. That's the message which we got. You can let me know what you thought of this little journey XYZ. So I hope this helps you. We have gained the root privileges of the system DC-01. After that you can just sudo rm -rf or whatever you can do by the help of root privileges. I hope this tutorial makes help. Share the link of my LinkedIn profile in the description of this video. Make sure to check my LinkedIn profile and to reach out to me if you have any questions, specific queries. Apart from this, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope it makes you feel somewhat learnable. Thank you so much.